The 2022 World Cup round of 16 is over, and honestly there were some pretty crazy matches, with Morocco defeating Spain and Portugal demolishing Switzerland, but we'll cover those matches later. The first round of 16 match was the Netherlands playing the USA, with the Netherlands defeating the Americans by 3-1. The USA did well to get out of their group, and I think they were a much better side by 2026, but in their current state, I feel like it was inevitable that the Netherlands would beat them. This match got off to a quick start, with Dumfries cutting back the ball into the path of Memphis Depay, who then shot the ball past Matt Turner to put the Netherlands in front 10 minutes in. This was the first non-penalty goal Matt Turner conceded at this tournament, and towards the end of the first half he conceded another when Dumfries scored his second assist of the match by playing a great pass to Daily Blind, who then shot the ball into the back of the net. The USA did end up scoring perhaps the jammiest World Cup goal you'll ever see to reduce the deficit, but the Netherlands quickly reclaimed their 2-goal advantage when Dumfries scored his name on the score sheet by volleying the ball home, capping off an excellent display by him and his team as a whole. Although the Netherlands were the better team across the 90 minutes, the USA did actually accumulate more XG than them, it's just that their finishing let them down, which is a surprise as I would have thought the Americans would be better at shooting. Argentina came up against Australia and beat them 2-1. Argentina winning this match was to be expected. Australia may have exceeded pretty much everybody's expectations by getting out of the group ahead of the likes of Denmark, but they never really stood a chance against this Argentina side, who were one of the favourites for the tournament. Messi opened a score in the 35th minute of this match, which surprisingly enough is the first score he's ever scored at the knockout stage of the World Cup, and later on in the match, a mistake by the Australian keeper Matty Ryan led to Argentina second as Alvarez capitalised on it and scored. This put Argentina 2-0 up in about an hour's worth of football, and it looked like Australia were down and out, although they did manage to make it 2-1 when one of their shots deflected off Enzo Fernandez and passed Emi Martinez in goal. Although they were knocked out, Australia can be proud of their performance at this World Cup. Getting out of the group stage was a big achievement for them, and only losing by 2-1 against Argentina isn't an embarrassing scoreline at all. France were up against Poland and defeated them 3-1. It wasn't until the end of the first half when the deadlock was broken in this match, with Olivier Giroud being the man to get the ball into the back of the net, seeing him overtake Thierry Henry as France's all-time top goal scorer, as this was his 52nd goal for the French national team. Poland's all-time top goal scorer also scored in this match, with Lewandowski converting the penalty 9 minutes into stoppage time. However, this was nothing more than a consolation goal, as Kylian Mbappe scored a brace earlier in the second half to seal the win for France, with him now scoring 5 goals in 3 starts at the World Cup, which are ridiculous numbers, and looks like he's well on his way to win the Golden Boot at this tournament. Although he may find it harder to score in France's next match, as they're playing England, who face Senegal, will beat them 3-0 to progress to the quarter-final. This was a dominant performance by England, with them controlling most of this game, and their first goal came through Jordan Henderson slotting the ball past Edouard Mendy in goal after receiving a great pass by Jude Bellingham. It wasn't long until England got the next goal, with them hitting Senegal on the counter-attack a few minutes later, which Harry Kane ended up scoring for them to put England 2-0 up going into half-time. A win against this year's AFCON winners seemed likely at this stage, but wasn't guaranteed, but that will change in the 57th minute when Bukayo Saka got England's third to wrap up the game. Seeing England progress to the quarter-final, they'll be taking on France, which should be a very good match. Japan were up against Croatia and lost on penalties. This match looked like it was going to be a good one in the build-up to it, with Croatia getting to the final at the last World Cup and Japan doing pretty well at this World Cup, with them to be in the likes of Spain and Germany to finish at the top of their group. Japan were the ones to open a scoring in this match, and might either putting the ball away from close range to put them 1-0 up just before half-time. Croatia carried on fighting though, and eventually got the equaliser 10 minutes into the second half when Ivan Perisic scored a brilliant header to get his 6th ever goal at the World Cup. These were the only 2 goals scored across 120 minutes, and in the end, Croatia came out victorious in the penalty shootout, with them scoring 3 out of 4 of theirs, but Japan only scoring 1 of their 4 due to Livakovic saving 3 of them. Seeing Croatia make it to the quarter-final, where they'll be facing Brazil, who played South Korea and smashed them 4-1. Most of the action in this game took place in the first half, with Brazil being 4-0 up in the 36th minute. Vinicius Jr. scored a great goal to put Brazil 1-0 up in only 10 minutes, and a short while after, Neymar converted a penalty to make it 2-0. Brazil didn't show any mercy and continued to score against South Korea, with Richarlison slotting the ball into the ball corner to get their third, and Lucas Paqueta making it 4-0 to eliminate any last bit of hope South Korea may have had of pulling off an upset against Brazil. South Korea did manage to pull one back in the 76th minute through a fantastic try by Paik Sung-ho, but it didn't change their fate whatsoever, as by the end of the match they were eliminated from the World Cup. Morocco faced Spain and pulled off another upset, with them defeating them 3-0 penalties. Morocco honestly in better form going into this match, as although Spain may have won their first game in this World Cup 7-0 versus Costa Rica, they drew and lost their 2 other matches, whilst Morocco on the other hand finished top of their group with 2 wins and a draw. Despite this, Spain were backed by many to win this match, but Morocco proved their doubts wrong by the end of the match. This match was a hard-fought contest with not much separating the 2 sides across 120 minutes, with the match ending as a goalless draw, meaning the winner would be decided on penalties. Spain missed all 3 of their penalties, whilst Morocco scored 3 out of 4 of theirs, with the winning penalty coming through Hakimi, who Panenka down the middle to send Morocco to the quarter-final for the first time in their history, and making them the 4th African nation to reach the stage. Finally, Portugal came up against Switzerland and destroyed them by 6-1. The main talking point in the build-up to this match was Gonzalo Ramos starting ahead of Ronaldo, although this turned out to be a great decision by the manager, and despite this being Ramos' first ever start for Portugal, he ended up scoring a hat-trick. Portugal's other goals in this match came through 39-year-old Pepe, becoming the second oldest scorer at the World Cup, as well as Rafael Guerrero and Rafael Leao. Akanji did score for Switzerland just under an hour into this match, but all this did was make the scoreline a little less humiliating for Switzerland. Anyway, that's World Cup round of 16 recaps. If you made it this far and enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and while share, comment down below opinions on any of the matches that happened this match day. With that being said, have a good one guys. See ya.